with the video gate rolling. Let's ride.
Be back quiet. Shoot, I've been out there cleaning up a car. Man, that thing got filthy on me. I thought, shoot, I might ought to clean it up. Got that much money tied up in a paint job. Might as well just get the cotton picking dust and bird crap off of it there, right?
I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, you get a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 paint job, man. You want to get out there and make sure you don't leave it in the sun too much. I heard that, man. Yeah. Yeah, my motorcycle, I had it painted a while back, man. Shoot, man. It was $3,700 just for a motorcycle. I could only imagine a car.
Yeah, yeah, it ain't cheap anymore, especially for a good paint job. You can go get you some rattle cans there and throw you a quick paint job on there, right?
Yeah, Roger on that. I see that down in the little barrios of Redwood City. We got a place over here, Redwood City, in the little barrios, and they're pretty good with them cans now. Shoot, they make you a nice little paint job. Shoot, only you get a 5-can job. You got to pay extra for a 10-can there, 4-can.
I heard that. Say 5 cans, what the paint package comes, we got to pay extra for 10 cans.
Yeah, that's right, man. After 5 cans, then it starts getting expensive. Then now you're getting a custom paint job then. I used to know this old hippie guy. He painted his truck with house paint. Painted with house paint, did it with rollers. Shoot, man. I always worried about that guy, man. I always worried about the guy. I thought maybe he was helter-skelter.
Yeah, I saw a guy over here, not too far from me. He lives over here in a little apartment complex over the road over here. Saw him paint his vehicle with a house paint and a paint roller.
Oh, hell yeah. You would think they at least used you spray on paint to the house, you know what I mean? I mean, at least you could do is put it in the spray booth. But he rolled it on there. But I'm not going to lie, man, it actually wasn't a half-bad job. At a distance, you wouldn't know. At a distance, you wouldn't know. He did like baby blue. At a distance, you would say, damn, that's a nice bit doing. You get up close, you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I guess they want that ripple effect on it there. You know, it kind of got that little ripply bump effect to it. That maybe when they use a paint roller, they might want to be different than everybody else. They don't want a slick job. They want that kind of a ripply effect.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like a little bit of spackle. Just throw a little bit of spackle in there, you know what I mean? Might as well throw a little spackle on there. Call it total custom spackle job. You get an accident and spackle will hit you in the face there, 410.
Yeah, just get your black Sharpie marker out and draw you some custom planes with a few skull heads.
Yeah, Roger on that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I'm more into the rat rod look, you know. I like the rust and the patina and all that, man. I like all the rust and the patina, old paint faded out. Yeah, that's I used to have an old 63 Jimmy, man. I bought it, and it was, the guy had primered it years and years and years ago, and it was, the rust was starting to come through, and everybody, man, when you going to paint that thing? I was like, hell no. This thing's awesome, man. I lived on the coast, so, you know, that rust will be sitting in there, all that patina. I was like, nah, that stuff's awesome.
You couldn't tear that up. 26 rounds ago. Yeah, I like them rat rods. Shoot, just looking at a rat rod, you wouldn't think they'd bring anything. They just about bring as much as a fully restored automobile now.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No, they're very sought after, man. They're very sought after out here in California, man. No two ways about it. Now, I like all that patina. I like that old look, man. I like that old broke-down look, and you pull alongside of someone and you smoke them. Hey, look at that old truck. That old 63 I had, I put what did I have in that? Oh, I had my 350 LT1. I had a 350 LT1 with a Muncium 22 rock crusher in that thing. Well, that thing sounded like it came straight off the drag strip. I had a crazy-ass cam in that thing, and I'll tell you what, man, that thing would throw you back in the seat, man.
Negative, Roger. Yeah, that's what surprises a lot of people there. Call them the sleeper around here. Roll up in something looking like it, and get somebody in one of these nice, fast 2013 muscle cars, and then they get eat up by one of them old rust buckets, one of them sleepers.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah. It was kind of a lead sled, man, but I tell you what, I had 411 posse on the back. And that thing, shoot, man, would get up to about 120 miles an hour. But I tell you what, it'd get to 120 very fast. I always like to put money on the dashboard, tell someone, go ahead, grab that money, man. They go to grab that thing, I put the foot to the floor, man.
That's Romero with the wave. Negative, Roger. Yeah, there's an old guy here that had one there. He'd lay the money up on the dash there to bet you couldn't reach up there and grab it. I knew better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that was fun. I took that motor out of my, I had a 69 Chevelle. And I lived on dirt roads. And caught a telephone pole, man. Dude, I drive sideways everywhere I drove, you know what I mean? I was young and dumb, and, man, I always had that foot to the foot pedal, man. So I put in that truck, and then I ended up putting into the 74 Jimmy pickup truck I had. I lowered it. Oh, that truck was badass. But I got caught drag racing twice in it, and the cops ended up confiscating my truck.
Negative, I seen you went up there to the James boys break. You mean to tell me Motormouth Ma didn't even break out the Chevelle and drive it?
I didn't see what he was driving, man. I didn't see what he was driving. I think he came up with Gunny, or Gunny came up with him. I don't know how that went, man. But it was good seeing them guys, man. We had a lot of fun. Old Triple Deuce was there, and well, we was cutting up.
Hey, 28, you got a copy over 17 out of Georgia. 94, Roger. Well, at least y'all had a good time there. Looked like there's quite a few people there at the junction. Ain't no doubt there. I seen a bunch of them pictures there. I was checking out old Johnny Tsunami there, Showdown. Where's he from? Hawaii?
Yeah, he's from Hawaii. I don't know if he's still living in Illinois, or I know he was in Chicago there for a while. Yeah, he's a bad man, old Johnny Tsunami. I got a picture of me and him together. He's a cool cat, man. Been talking to him quite a long time, man. We're in the parking lot, and I said, come on. I came at him, you know what I mean? That son bitch wrapped me up so fast.
Damn.
I was telling him, show me some of your moves. He said, come on. So I came at him, man. 2 seconds he had me in a neck lock or some kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I seen him keep holding his fist up in some of them pictures. I figured he might be a bad man by some means, Rudder.
Yeah, he's one of those MMA fighters. He's won his class. Dude, he's got the belt. He's a bad man. You wouldn't want to mess with him. You know, I told him I wanted to see some moves. I wouldn't come at him without. And he was telling, there's a group of us there. He's telling us all to come at him. So
he is willing to take on a whole group, huh?
Oh yeah. He says he can usually handle about 7 guys coming at him. He said he could usually handle 7.
That'd be a heck of a fight there. I don't know. An even fight, I doubt I can handle 7 at a time. It gets kind of wild.
Yeah, back in the day when I used to get drunk a lot, I used to think I could take on 7 guys. I remember I was in Santa Cruz, California one time, and there's about 6 guys. I remember knocking one out, hitting another guy, and then the next thing I remember, I was on the ground getting kicked from every direction.
Damn, boy. Yeah, I've been there before there. I tried to give all that up there, Roger.
Yeah, man, but I remember the first guy. I remember I knocked him straight out, one shot, hit the other guy right by a car, and he hit the car. And that's the last thing I remember. Next thing I remember, I'm on the ground getting kicked, and some old dude saying he's had enough. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've had some good times myself. I ain't that old myself, you know that, but shoot, I've had my fair share of times like you out there, right?
Yeah, man. Now, back in the day, man, I was a bit of a scrapper. I was a bit of a scrapper. Got in a lot of fights, man. A lot of them. Too many to count, bro. But, you know, dude, you're young, you're dumb. But, you know, I still got it in me. You know what I mean? I've learned to just kind of pull it back and just, you know what I mean? I got sued for $105,000, brother. Maybe that's what grew me up. I got sued for $105,000.
Mr. Maryland with the wave. Dang, I never did go that far there. Luckily I didn't. I've paid a fair share of money, though, for my nonsense there, but not that much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the guys, look, here's the worst part. Maybe I shouldn't tell the story, but I'll give you the gist of the story. This guy stabbed my buddy. The guy stabbed my buddy, so I ended up catching up with the guy. And, you know, I did, you know, he stabbed my friend, so I broke his ribs and cracked his skull open and, you know. But, yeah, he stabbed my friend. You know, he was in like a lowrider in front of my friend. We were on Highway 1, and all of a sudden, you know, I see some crazy stuff happening. So I jumped out of my car. I said, damn, that dude just stabbed my friend. And I came out, and I started chasing him, and you know what I mean.
Handful of me? Yeah, Roger. So it didn't turn out looking good, huh?
No, man, I peeled his, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. I did him right. I did him just like he did my friend, you know what I mean? I did him like he did my friend, and then here I am getting sued.
That's the way it goes sometimes, huh? But at least you're there to help your friend out there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Roger. Yeah, I used to wear steel-toe boots when I'd ride, you know what I mean? And my trademark was to kick a guy in the head to see his hair come off his skull. That was always my trademark.
Now that, well, I don't know, it may be that way out there, the law out there, it's still misdemeanor assault out here as long as you use your hands. If you kick a man, though, it's felony assault.
Yeah, they got all that. Now you hit anybody out here, it's felony, man. It's so bad out here, you just gotta take a beating, then call the cops and say you took a beating. You know what I mean? Self-defense out here, I don't even know if they have self-defense anymore. But I don't give a damn. Someone hits me, I'm hitting them back.
Yeah, get out and just act crazy there, but I'm here to say if a man hits me, I'm gonna have to hit him back. I don't know, just put it there. I'm nobody's bitch, and if you take a lick like that and bow down there, then that's what you're gonna be. I'm swinging back there, Roger.
Roger. And the thing that, you know, to me, dude, somebody cheap shots me. If somebody cheap shots me, you know what I mean? Brother, I could take a hit, man. You could hit me over the head with a crowbar. I don't give a damn. It don't knock me out. Now, if I feel that I've been cheap shotted, well, I'll tell you what, man. You ain't never going to cheap shot no one no more. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. I'm all mellow jello now.
Hey, 40, quit being so mean. Hey, 40, quit being so mean. 357 in the top.
Hey, 357, what's going on, homeboy?